everyone, today we are going to tackle one of the first things you always want to do when you're learning Spanish. Talk about your family. And we're going to lock down one simple rule that will make you sound so much more natural. You ready? Let's get into it.
So just take a second and think about it. If you had to introduce your family in Spanish, right now, how would you do it? What words would you reach for? Just keep that in the back of your mind because I promise, by the end of this, you're going to be able to do it no problem.
All right, first things first. To really see how all this works, we need a family to help us out. So let's meet the family we'll be using as our guide for this whole explainer.
Say hello to the Garcia family. We've got the parents, Juan and Ana, and they have 3 kids, Carlos, Sofia, and Mateo. We're going to be seeing a lot of them, so try to keep track of who's who.
Okay, so here's our basic toolkit. This is the must-know vocabulary for family members, and it's all straight from the standard A1 Spanish curriculum. These are the words you just gotta know, so let's have a quick look.
Perfect! Now that we know the names for the family members, let's get to the second part of the puzzle. We need the words that actually connect them, the words that show possession. This is where the real magic happens.
You know those little words in English like my, your, or his and her? Well, in Spanish, these are called possessive adjectives. For my, you've got 2 options, me and mis. For your, it's tu and tus. And for his, her, or a formal your, you'll use su or sus. Seems pretty straightforward, right? But this brings up the most important question of all. When on earth do you use the one without the s, and when do you add it? This is the exact spot where so many people get tripped up. But the answer, trust me, is actually super simple, and it's the whole point of our explainer today.
And that brings us to the absolute heart of the matter. I call this the golden rule of Spanish possessives, because if you can just remember this one single idea, you will get this right every single time.
And here is the rule, beautifully put in this quote from an official curriculum. Possessives, agreement with the possessed. All that means is the possessive word has to agree with the thing that is owned, not the person who owns it. That's it. That's the secret.
And this chart just lays it out perfectly. Take a look. The owner, el poseedor, which is yo or I, that part stays the same. The thing that changes is lo poseído, the thing that's possessed. Is it one brother or is it 2 brothers? The possessive word couldn't care less about who the owner is. It only cares about what comes after it.
Let's see this in action with our family. So let's say Carlos is talking. He's talking about his brother, Mateo. That's one person, a singular hermano. So he says mi hermano. Mi is singular because hermano is singular. Simple as that.
But what if Carlos is talking about both his brother Mateo and his sister Sofia together? Now he's talking about more than one person, so the word becomes the plural hermanos. And because of that, the possessive has to become plural too. It changes to mis. They have to match.
Okay, let's try it again, this time with Sue. Let's say we're talking about Ana, the mother, and her daughter, Sofia. Sofia is one person, one hija. So we say, ella es su hija. She is her daughter. Su is singular because hija is singular. So what happens when we talk about all 3 of Ana's children? Well, now we're talking about a plural group, hijos. So we have to say, ellos son sus hijos. They are her children. We use sus with that s at the end because hijos is plural. Are you seeing the pattern? It's always about the thing being possessed. So if it's that straightforward, why is this such a common mistake for people learning Spanish? The reason is actually pretty fascinating, and it's all about how other languages work.
Believe it or not, in many other languages, like in the Slavic family, the rule is the exact opposite of Spanish. The research shows that their possessive words actually agree with the owner, not the thing being owned. So if you speak one of those languages, your brain is literally hardwired to do the opposite of what Spanish is asking you to do.
So this is the main takeaway. If you remember one visual from this entire explainer, make it this one. In Spanish, the green check mark goes to agreeing with the thing that is possessed, and the big red X goes to agreeing with the possessor. That's the golden rule. Burn it into your memory.
Okay, enough theory. It is time to put the golden rule to the test. Let's see if you can apply what we've just learned with a little challenge.
Imagine you are Carlos. How would you complete this sentence? Sofía es mi hermana, y Juan y Ana son mis padres. I'll give you a moment to think about it. Look at what's being possessed. One sister and 2 parents. Got it? The correct answer is, Sofía es mi hermana, y Juan y Ana son mis padres. If you got that right, you have officially mastered the golden rule. Keep that rule in mind, and you'll be describing your family with total confidence in no time.